Hi, I'm Dan Carillo, and we're at the Dallas an International Film Festival, el Festival Internacional de Dallas. We're from Cinella, and I'm the co-producer.
I am Jorge Colon, writer and director of Cinella at the Dallas International Film Festival.
Señores, bienvenido a Dallas.
Muchas gracias. Muy
Gracias. Bien.
Y señor Jorge, how did the idea for the story come about?
Well, it's about, I was a little bit in between a personal situation when I lost my mother and I saw my dad go through the whole process of accommodating after 55 years of marriage, and I always believed that the real nature of human beings is not a bad nature, it's a good nature, and we start accommodating things in life for egos and for winning little moments in the relationships and stuff, and we start changing, and we need a moment in our life, that little moments that change your life, to understand and to reconnect with things that we have left behind and things that we forgot about it. So I wanna write a little bit about that, and write a little bit about what happened if I say, you know what, you win, I lost, and you were right, I was wrong, and start thinking about that, and thinking about the grief and all that, and that's how I started with the script.
And oftentimes when people are working on projects from paper to the visual idea, sometimes things get lost in translation, but since you had the dual role of writer and director, what elements or techniques did you use to protect the vision from the paper to the vision that we see on the finished product?
Well, it was a hard process because it can work in a good way and in a bad way for you, and sometimes you get in love with little details that you need to learn to separate from it, and the only thing that I tried to do in order to protect the story and the movie itself was trying to be a little bit open-minded about if I was too in love with the little details that I want to say, or maybe was too much for the movie, maybe was me trying to say something that in the flow of the story of the movie it was gonna hurt the movie. So I was trying to keep myself open about hearing people. I don't think that filmmaking is a one-man show, so I involved a lot the whole team, and I try to keep my ears open to really try to do the best movie, and as much as it hurts to sometimes cut away stuff and don't say stuff, it was for the benefit of the movie. So I think I tried to make the balance.
And Dan, since you were part of the team, what were your primary responsibilities that you were concerned with?
First of all, always protect our director, because he's always taking care of being involved in the creative and everything else that comes with all the struggles, and making sure that we make it to the festival, and we have the print ready, everything ready. But since he's also a producer in this one, basically
your job is easy.
He makes everything. Working with such talented cast, with such talented director, our DP is amazing. Everything in this movie is just so amazing that it makes everything so much easier. It's just like it's fun to work in it. It's just it's never like a struggle. Even when it's hard, we always like come together and laugh at the end. And I'm very, very happy, and I feel extremely blessed to work with him and being in this movie and being in this festival, which I love deeply. I've been here 4 years, and I hope to be here next year too.
And what would your advice be for aspiring producers looking to do the same thing that you do? What are some lessons that you've learned that you definitely tell them?
Wow. I would say, first of all, learn how to relax. Learn how to let things go. and try to have some temper, because it's so difficult, and it's every day is a struggle in every type of film. And obviously, if you're not having problems, you're not really making a movie. Until you have issues and issues and issues is when you know that you're already making a movie. But just to have the passion, which is bigger than a talent. Sometimes I say that my bigger talent is to be surrounded by talented people. That's my only talent. So I think get surrounded by the right people, make always friends, never enemies, and just work hard every day.
Good stuff. And now, expanding the team a little bit, when it came to casting, you've got Roberto, you've got big names, El Pantera.
El Pantera.
El Pantera. Well, was this a conscious decision to find brand names from the soap opera industry, or
no, it's just
like?
it's the casting. It's first of all in Mexico, and it's good that you brought up the whole television issue from Mexico. Mexico, as you know, is huge in both ways, in TV, on film. But one of the things that I try to do is to cast for the best actor to the role, and I try to put away the fact that where they come from.
Okay.
You know, because sometimes and one thing that is very good with me is that I don't live in Mexico. I'm not based on Mexico, and I'm not 100% involved on the background of the actor. So when I sometimes interview an actor or work an actor with a casting, I kind of know where they come from, but I don't know their
details.
The details of the background, and that helps me a lot because it takes away any kind of preconstructed thing. Oh, this guy's coming from a very stupid show in TV, or this guy did wrong in a movie, or something like that. It gives me clear in the perspective of who's the best. And actually, Luis Roberto, it was the last choice in the list. He was far away down, and and it was a very interesting process because when I re-met him, because I cast him for another movie, I found another guy. I found a guy that he was changing his physically appearances, and I remember I was very mean to him. I said, "Listen, you're the last in the list, and you need to wait. You know, if you want this, you're not the pretty boy anymore, and you have to gain weight, and you have to lose hair, and he did it. And next time that he sit down with me, he was gaining weight, he was growing a beard, he was letting us doing whatever we want with his hair, and he had the whole script in his mind by heart, and he have questions, and he have suggestions, and so he came, he did it, and he worked for it, and he right now I cannot think about anybody else. He is the guy, and he did great. And one of the things that really I feel proud about is that even the whole crew, when I remember the first time I walked to the production office, I said, I said yes to Luis Roberto Guzman. Everybody goes like, really? Are you sure? And it was like, I'm sure. And everybody started working with him, and everybody started understanding the process. And now everybody feel the same way I feel. So
couldn't see anybody else besides him in the
and the same way with Surya. Surya, when you see the movie, Surya and him, they are the movie. And I have to say, I had another actor select already for the movie, for the role of Surya, until somebody introduced me to Surya, and she was the one.
And where can we find out more about you online?
Oh, geez. I don't know.
Well, you can go to our Twitter, which we actually update. All of the actors have their Twitter accounts for the film too, and it's at Cine. What is it?
Cineya.
Yeah, Cineya, but it's the
underslash.
The underscore. Cine_ella. And we also have we're gonna have our website, which is Cineya La Película, cineyathemovie.com, and Facebook. And it's funny that you say that, because we even made some trivias to get tickets for the premiere, and there were people really follow us on Twitter and they love it, so they can follow us on Twitter and they'll know when we come out in the States, which is coming out in the States. they can figure out for their country. And
He promised me that he's gonna teach me how to Twitter in this trip.
Today.
So I will know how to Twitter. Today I will know how to Twitter.
Muy bien, es muy importante. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for,
Thank you very
for
much.
being here.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
no, thank
And
you.
all the best.
Thanks.
Thank you.